I would never retire. I'll just hopefully drop dead in the middle of a song on stage someday, and hopefully one I've written. But anyhow, that's how I hope to go. Of course, we don't have much of a choice in that. But as long as I'm able to work, as long as my health is good and my husband is good, I mean, the only way that I would ever slow down or stop would be, for that.
I love that.
So
we need to protect her at all costs.
At all
I love
costs. So she loves what she does.
Dolly Parton never plans to retire, and she should never, for the cultural icon is a zealous force that only needs to be caught up with as the years pass by. What makes her truly stand out in a wave of musicians are a lot of special reasons, along with her impeccable musical sensibility. The Rock Hall website describes Parton as an immense global success, adding that in her career spanning 6 decades, she has recorded more than 50 studio albums, and by her own estimation, written nearly 3,000 songs. Pink, while inducting Parton into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, listed the singer's incredible career achievements from all these years.
Dolly Parton wrote the #1 most selling song of all time by a female artist, I Will Always Love You. Apparently, she wasn't exhausted after that sheer genius, because on the same night, she wrote Jolene. Show off. Dolly Parton is one of the most honored female country performers of all time. She has had 26 songs reach #1 on the Billboard country charts, which is a record for a female artist. She has had 42 career top 10 country albums, a record for any artist, and 110 career charted singles over the past 40 years. But
Parton, who has always believed in the idea of philanthropy, donated $700,000 to victims of the Tennessee floods. At the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, the singer donated $1 million to Vanderbilt University's medical center to help with the development of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Parton has been at the helm of funding several charities, including the Dollywood Foundation, which focuses on education and poverty relief. The singer has donated more than 184 million books to children around the world with her Imagination Library. Coat of Many Colors, her book, was dedicated to the Library of Congress to honor the Imagination Library's 100 millionth book donation.
she writes about poverty, shame, the cruelty of bullying, and a daughter's unwavering and true love for her mama in the Coat of Many Colors. She writes about suicide in The Bridge. She writes about the utter agony and heartbreak of giving birth to a stillborn child in Down from Dover. She reassures us in that loving tone that she can see the light of a clear blue morning and we will all be okay.
The songwriter has also assisted the animal advocacy group, Peta, by donating her hit, Will You Be Waiting for Me, for a heartwarming television spot, reminding people that pets, like humans, are in dire need of company too. Recognizing her noble endeavors, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos in November 2022 awarded Parton with a $100 million prize. The Bezos Courage and Civility Award recognizes leaders who pursue solutions with courage and civility, Mr. Bezos said on an online platform. In a world where the singer's counterparts are busy denying having gone under the knife, Parton unapologetically admits to having cosmetic procedures done. She's admitted to having Botox and says she stays young thanks to good doctors. With her signature self-deprecating humor, she jokes that she's real where it counts. Dr. Jessica Ford, lecturer in screen and cultural studies at the University of Newcastle, says that Parton's appeal comes down to her unique dolliness. She is both a ditzy blonde and makes fun of ditzy blondes. There is a sincerity and simplicity, but also a visually spectacular aesthetic. I know and love them all, and I do not judge. I know how important this is to them. That's who they are. They cannot help that any more than I can help being Dolly Parton. You know, the way people know me. If there's something to be judged, that is God's business. But we are all God's children, and how we are is who we are, said a vocal Dolly Parton on being asked about anti-trans legislation passed in Tennessee. The law was a statewide ban on gender-affirming care for minors, preventing gender-diverse youth from being able to access evidence-based best practice treatments such as puberty blockers and hormone therapy. Parton, who has been a vocal supporter of the LGBTQ+ community for decades, came out in support of same-sex marriage in 2009 and has affirmed her belief that all people should be treated with respect and dignity multiple times. Parton's humble childhood saw her living in a 2-room home with no running water. Building a $550 million net worth from a 2-room home is a dream that the singer achieved in all her glory. Her music career and business ventures contribute to her monetary success. She has an extensive catalog of 3,000+ songs worth $150 million and generates $6 to $8 million annually in royalties. A famous incident where Parton refused to sign over half the rights to her future hit, I Will Always Love You, to megastar. Elvis Presley generated quite a lot of money, too. The song has garnered her an estimated $10 million in royalties. Parton also exercised her acting skills and went on to act in 9 to 5 and Steel Magnolias. On the business front, the singer has partnerships with brands like Williams, Sonoma, and Cracker Barrel, along with a merchandise line that goes by the name of Dolly Parton. She has written books, including her memoir, a cookbook, and a thriller, co-written with author James Patterson, and was previously a co-owner of Sandaler Productions, the credits of which include Father of the Bride, Sabrina, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Her most successful venture is the sprawling Dollywood Company, whose portfolio of entertainment venues includes Dollywood, the Tennessee theme park that opened in 1986, a water park, hotel and spa, and more. Lastly, the fourth of the 12th born children was a mad dreamer born into a tobacco farming family. Parton has oftentimes delved into her humble beginnings, talking about living in a 1-room cabin that housed up to 14 people with 3 to 4 kids sleeping in one bed each night. The kids peed on me every night. We slept 3 and 4 in the bed. I would wash every night. The extent of poverty that overwhelmed her family kept her from changing Z-bed sheets at night when her brother or sisters wet the bed. That was the only warm thing we knew in the wintertime. That was almost a pleasure to get peed on because it was so cold, she said. Parton explained how they would wash themselves in the river during the hot weather using handmade soap, remarking that it was easier than the winter months. Parton has also been open about her grief after losing Larry Parton, her younger brother, as a newborn. She shared, "There is a lot of heartache and stuff that goes on with that." Even after enduring such harsh living conditions as a child, she started performing on local television and radio shows at the age of 8. When Parton was only 13 years old, she performed at the Grand Ole Opry, marking her first big gig. The singer was such a firm believer in her potential that she moved to Nashville to start her music career the day after she graduated from high school. "I just knew that I wanted to be out in a bigger world. I knew there was more than just the Smokies. I love my people, I love my home, but I just wanted to do more," says the songwriter. Porter Wagoner, a country music star, recognized Dolly's talent. She appeared on his television show, which aired all over the United States. This helped her land her first record deal with RCA Records, releasing songs with Porter. Realizing her unique potential, she drifted away from the association shortly after.
Yeah, I think you know something that's real from the not real. I look fake, but everything inside me is real.
Parton, more than a role model, makes for an authentic person who makes her fans believe that going after dreams is hard, but not going after them is such a waste-off team.